keep proceeding. Okay, we got lights. That's interesting. Still can't open doors. Okay. That is something. Bunch of monitors. Okay. Let's go back. Okay. I'm gonna... Whoa!
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Are you gonna make me wait in the darkness again? No, you're not. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Just got real!
Okay. Okay. Papers.
All of his co-workers
Getting out of hand.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh man, I don't know where to go now. There's too many paths. Just too many. Loading bar is gone. It's not on any of these monitors. We need to shut them off. You know what? I think I need to shut that off.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Nope. No dice. New dice. What does this mean? Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. That still does not make sense.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh man. What do I do? I'm just gonna go through the left this time. Okay, this all looks normal. Now we're going to start over. And the papers are gone. Now that's weird. Very, very odd.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need.
I'm going
if I
to
can make it
shut
through
off
this
this
door,
computer.
I can make it through them all.
Yep. That bar wasn't there. Everything's normal. Everything's normal. Okay, I'm definitely gonna go to the right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Nope.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley
right.
took the first open door on his left.
But then he didn't. What? Like if you look really carefully, there's a man down there. I'm totally kidding.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hey. Hey now. Come on.
Look, Stanley, I think
it
perhaps
possible
we've
that I
gotten
could
off on the
land on
wrong
that truck?
foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in
There's gotta be
control
a
of
way
the
to get down
story
there.
and no
There
one
really
gets to tell
does.
him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job,
Get a
Stanley.
key card.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, this is different.
All of his co-workers
I have
were
never
gone.
seen this
What could
before.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Sketch City. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me. I don't want to leave this room yet. What does this mean? 28, 40, 26, 24. Where's 423? Huh? It's right here. 423. 27. 28. 26. 24. Wait a second. This is weird. 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Boy, I don't know. 29. 29.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't want to enter that door.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Jeez, man. So.
And here it was, the lounge. But eager to
Honestly,
get back to
the
business,
point that I'm kind
Stanley
of
took the first
irritated
open
because
door on
there's so
his
many
left.
Paths. I don't want to go in there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
How do I get down there? How? Man. They just...
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the storm...
Wait,
Whoops.
what?
Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
What? No. Oh, man.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
So
room.
confident.
Perhaps he had simply missed
so
a memo.
confident. She's like, this has gotta work. Whoa. What? Could never do that before, could I? Wait a second. Wait, just a... What was that? I'm hearing things. That computer just turned off. Gotta go back. Going back. Where are we going?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Killing me. This is good. Oh man. Too much.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It was okay. He's never said that before.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, man.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, we've all heard that one.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
Man, I do not like you. I don't like you.
Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it!
Come on,
do
man.
it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Come on, man. Don't tempt me. I'm not gonna live. I know I'm not gonna live. Because... should I guess I really don't have any other choice, do I? Okay. We're gonna jump on these boxes.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong.
Come on.
How clumsy of me. All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
It doesn't usually shut. I like to shut that one off. Because I feel like something's gonna happen. We'll shut that one off too. Username access. What happens if I shut that door? Probably nothing.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
to
doors,
the right.
he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
See, is there a choice here? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, employee lounge.
It was okay.
Hey, he says it's okay.
But eager to get back to business,
Just okay.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't want to go in there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do I want to try jumping again?
Oh, well, look who's got cold
just
feet.
jump.
Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but
Just
that
jump
lift
in.
isn't coming back. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone...
You tried your best. Okay, you know what?
All of his co-workers were gone. What
That
did
is-
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm just gonna do what he says. Hopefully we'll get something out of it.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You sure did. See, I don't think I have
Stepping
any
into
choice
his
in
manager's
here.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf. looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yep. We've all seen this before. We've seen it all before. Whoa. Double down. Double down.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm doing everything he's telling me to do. You gonna tell me to do something? Okay, I'm just gonna push that.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I might. And I might not. You never know. You never know.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Weird. That is weird. Boom.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Never have answers.
Never. No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Maybe.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
Or forlorn.
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Huh. 1, 2, 4. Where's 3? What's this? 5. There's no 3. Where is the 3? Is that 3? Wonder what happens. Let's try it. Sounds peculiar. Okay. Need to get the El Quattro. The El Quattro. Finish the fight. What's this? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You're so stupid. Okay. 5. I did it in order. What do you want from me? 10. Oh, good gravy. Man, how I wish I could access that console. I feel like there's an Easter egg in here, but I'm just too lazy. 0142001.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Oh man. Oh, what happens if I turn it on? What happens? Oh no. Okay. I'm just gonna try it. I have to.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? I'd say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me,
Get me out.
where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Goodness.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing.
It's just open.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
The door was open.
Oh dear me, what's the
How do I
matter,
open
Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yes,
Or did
I
you
have
just
no
assume when you saw
idea.
that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Doesn't make any sense. What's this?
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you
I can't believe this.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's
Wait,
30
what?
seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a
Disabled.
big boom and then nothing. No ending. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Have a choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second
Right.
of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
No. Is that it? That door was open, and I missed it. What am I gonna do? Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the defining moment.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
That's what I felt this entire game.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Well, that was pretty cool. Is the game over? Oh, okay. Pretty cool game, actually. That ending I just got basically told me that pretty much whatever I'm doing in my life is redundant, and I should stop and go live out in the woods like a wild man, which is what I'm gonna go do now. So I'm just gonna leave you with that, and I gotta go grow out my beard for the next 20 years. So thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Please subscribe for more and like the video. This has been the Only John Connor, and I am out.